YouTube? It's your boy Silver Ranch. I didn't know what to really do for this. Didn't really want to do an intro, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. This is a commentary video, and I didn't want to do gameplay. I just processed for getting my PlayStation right there. It was a pain. So this is just gonna be me sitting and talk about this. There was an issue that was brought up a few days ago. I missed it because Christmas and all this shit. I don't care. You guys don't care about that. But simply put, it was a video released by Mama Max, and it was talking about how YouTubers are being censored for more or less talking about content that is graphic and dark, more on the side of great computer, more or less on the side of pedophilia and stuff that is just awful, disgusting, immoral acts that is just it's so low, it's beyond sickening. I wanted to start by just clarifying this issue, because the whole video he released was great. It gave a lot of really good detail points. I think he brought a few people on there. I know he brought some ordinary gamers on there, and a few other people. It was something that I thought was really good until the end, where he put out this tweet here saying, pick a side, YouTube, or like hashtag pick a side, YouTube, children or pedophiles. Okay, we're going there. Okay. And then he had a bunch of call outs, you know. I think he had Chris Hansen, Critical, H3H3, Shane Dawson, and then like obviously YouTube and fucking Susan. Sorry. I something must have came in my head. I don't know when she came up. I don't know something. But my issue is with the hashtag starting, because it's just like he gives this whole detailed video and then he's just randomly saying, pick a side. You want the children, or you put these guys behind you and saying, yes, we'll protect you. You're safe. What? The issue just starts bothering me because this kind of deflates what everything he was trying to say by just giving this stupid ultimatum. Look, and I'm gonna quickly explain the situation, why this bothers me so much. Because there is a strong amount of censorship with YouTube when it comes to certain topics, some being darker than others, and it's kind of frustrating for me because I sit and see this and I don't really know what to say to this, because it's like, the thing with pick a side is just stupid on its own, because I would say the pick a side has to do more with like, are you for all the content creators or the businesses? Because watch this. Next few days, it's more on the line of, are you siding with the creators who I think should have a right to talk about these issues, or the businesses who have free reign to talk about it and don't get anything? Look and see if Business Insider or if anybody who has talked about these issues. A great example is a Critical brought up in his video. Dan Snyder, not the one from the Washington football team, but the guy who was like the director of like a lot of shows on Nickelodeon. You're like the big guy for Nickelodeon, and he put out like a really, really stupid, disgusting tweet. I think it was about kids' feet or something like that. It was so gross, but people talk about this, and then their video could get taken off, or it'll get demonetized. And the problem with a video getting demonetized is that, in a way, it gets kind of shoved to the back, like away from all the regular content, because it's demonetized. It's not going to end up on the recommended page. You have to find it yourself. And if you're not looking at other people's socials, and some people aren't, I don't do it all the time, you're not going to know this video went out. So in a way, they're taking all this dark content that people are doing this hard work and it's investigating for, and it's legitimately good content, and pushing it away. And in some way, all they're ending up doing is creating more victims in the process, which is hurting more people. You aren't helping more people. You're hurting more people by removing this content and kind of just shoving the issue into a corner and praying it doesn't happen. Hiding in the corner. I am trying to remember directly. I don't remember if it got demonetized. I'm pretty sure it got demonetized. But a YouTuber I watched named Naxtaku made, I think, 1 or 2 videos pretending to be like an underage girl and getting people, seeing how people are going to react. I'm pretty sure YouTube demonetized that video, which, like I said, it doesn't end up on the recommended page, and it doesn't get all these things. It's not as much about the money as the issue, although I think it is part of the issue, because all these big newspapers and TV networks, they're allowed to run it. They're allowed to run these ads. No issues, none whatsoever. And I think that's why the hashtag, I think, makes me so annoyed a little bit, because one, it just deflates from the real issue, and second, all you're doing is getting people to get mad at each other because guys like Critical respond to guys like Critical and Cavos talk about it on streams or on tweets, and then they're the ones getting called pedophiles. What logic does that make? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And for someone like me, I don't know where my content goes. Sometimes I want to talk about commentary, and this is one thing I really want to talk about, because it's like, I wanted to bring up this point because it bothered me a lot, because I'm worried about how YouTube will actually respond to it, because Optimus made a really good point in his video. YouTube will do either one of two things usually. They either don't respond to it. They sit with their fingers over their ears, go la 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 la. I don't hear it. La 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 la. Like come on now. Or they just don't care enough about the issue. Well, and it's not about they don't care enough about the issue. Is that they overcorrect, and then you get things like adpocalypse and just other stupid things, or overcorrecting and getting rid of the dislike button. Yeah, because so many people wanted that, right? But I'm getting this is what I'm talking about. I'm getting off topic now because of this idea, and I don't want to do that. The reason this bothers me so much is that this video had so many good points, and I'm gonna leave a link to this video, Critical's video, and Optimus's videos, because they give a lot of really good points. Like if you really want to understand the situation fully, go check out Mama Max's video, because I think he gives a lot of good details until the end, until he's like trying to. It feels like it's someone he wants to get like a reaction out of people in a way, but that's just an opinion. But guys like Optimus and Critical talk about the situation at hand, not just the content itself, but like how hypocritical it really is, and how worried a lot of us are that YouTube's not going to do anything or respond in a way that's just going to screw things up. Think about how many times they've overcorrected for things. The dislike button, Adpocalypse, Kappa, must I keep going? They've consistently done stupid stuff that has done nothing but hurt the platform, while also not really helping out people who are doing the hard work and talking about these issues. I don't understand why that gets demonetized, unless it's lying or it's glorifying it. And I don't understand how you could say talking about it in an investigative way is glorifying it. That's just illogical. That's incomprehensible altogether. But I think as a whole, the idea of the hashtag is dumb on its own, but the video gives so much good information and like a lot of good stuff that it's a real genuine issue. And I'm sitting here wondering, is YouTube actually going to do something about it? Are they just going to sit there once again with their hands over their ears and not do anything? Are they actually going to fix the issue like very few times they ever do? Or are they just going to overcorrect and piss off the platform again? I mean, it's getting to a point where people on YouTube are getting sick of this shit. Because God forbid, I think people should have the right to be able to talk about darker content if you're doing it in a way that's not, glorifying it or, fucking things up. Like, people should have that right to give their opinion to the platform and not get it demonetized and not get it removed. Because this is getting to the point where it's like you're constantly getting censored for just doing research or talk about things that genuinely people should know about, things that should be on a recommended page for a lot of people. God, I don't know. Maybe it's just that YouTube has their head so far up their own ass they only care about themselves and like the corporations that keep giving them money. In a way, like this is like more or less censorship of being able to talk about things that should be, in some way allowed to be talked about. And I find it just overall unacceptable that YouTube continues to do this and that no real answer has been reached at this point. Because I don't know. I mean, at some point, people should have a right to talk about what they want to talk about If they're doing the proper research and, you know, talking about things that are acceptable, because you're just constantly sitting behind the side of people who are legitimate pieces of garbage on the platform. I could give a few examples of this. I already brought up Dan Snyder. What about YouTubers? You know, guys like Mini Lad, you know, guys like Nappy, King Nappy, you know, I like a lot of this is coming out the top of my head, but I have like a few points I jotted down on a paper, or not on paper, on my phone. But overall, I mean, something needs to be done about this, because this is just getting to a point where it's unacceptable, and YouTube is blatantly just screwing people over who are doing the right thing. Although at the end of the day, this hashtag needs to change, or it needs to go away, because all it's doing is dividing people. It's not talking about the real core issue. And like I said, I think it's going to end up really doing is make YouTube overreact. Not overreact, but overcorrect, and fuck up the issue even more. Make the issue worse, because all they're going to end up doing is hurting people like you and me more, because they're going to just censor us more and not do shit for the businesses. They can keep talking about all they want, putting it behind a paywall, and that's okay. With people like us, who even mentioned a joke about it in a video, we'll get our videos demonetized. We'll get a strike. We'll have no real reason why. Although they said that I don't know if this is a thing, but like it could tell out what got your video struck and like let you correct the problem. I think all I know is that at the end of the day, this stuff is a load of shit, and all it's doing is pissing off people even more. So that's all I gotta say about the issue. And I hope deep down, I hope YouTube actually does the right thing for once. It's not that I want to sit here and laugh at YouTube, because it's just frustrating that they're either this incompetent, they care this little, or they're only for the businesses. I really think it's a mixture between they're this incompetent and they're corrupt, and they only care about the businesses, and they don't give a shit about people like you or me or Optimus or Critical or anybody else. And that's just an opinion at the end of the day. You can take that for what it is, but it's just frustrating that this is really what is happening in it anymore. But if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, you comment down for more, and you subscribe to become a part of the Ranch Nation, and turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on more videos like this and other stuff. I'm gonna get out of here. YouTube just finds unique ways to just make me angry. And knowing them, they'll probably fuck this up like they do with a lot of things, but whatever. I'm out. And from the Ranch Nation, I love you all, and I am out of here. Peace.